Robyn Brown, the queen of we, a masterclass in deflection. Welcome back to My Take on Reality, where we talk about everything from power plays to passive aggression, and occasionally junk journals. Today's class is taught by none other than Robyn, the perfect wife Brown, the undefeated champion of saying everything while simultaneously somehow saying nothing at all. And trust me, this one is going to be a deep dive. So let's get it. Setting the scene, the we game. So let's start with Exhibit A. In the Museum of Manipulation, the mighty, mighty we. Robyn doesn't have problems. No. We do. Did she upset someone? Is someone mad about some choice she made? Did something wildly unfair happen? Well, don't worry. We need to work on that.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
This little gem is called linguistic diffusion. Instead of saying, I did something wrong, she says, we need to communicate better. It's like slipping out of trouble using a group project as a shield. Genius, really. And just like that, accountability is drowned in a sea of togetherness. We is Robyn's invisible cloak. If it's everybody's fault, then it's nobody's fault, especially not hers. Robyn, the translator, aka the human middleman you didn't ask for. And then there's her next magic trick, becoming the Kody whisperer. You see, Robyn speaks fluent Kody, according to her. It's a rare dialect involving a lot of sulking, yelling, and shifting blame. She has mastered the role of the conversation pass-through, a role nobody with good sense would ever ask her to do. And yet, she insists on playing it. If a wife has an issue, Robyn volunteers to take that message to Kody. Or better yet, she inserts herself into the convo like, Can I come too? I'll just translate.
Do you think other wives get him? Other sister wives do?
I think they have the capacity to.
Well, it's because Robyn says that she can speak Kody, and I'm like, bull.
She speaks Kody.
She convinced all of us that she needed to be there in the relationship, that she can speak Kody, and we can't.
She likes to position herself as like, I speak Kody. She says that to my children. Why don't you come over, like in the past, she said, why don't you have a conversation with your dad? I'll be there because, I speak Kody. Well, Kody can speak for himself. He's a grown-ass man.
And this is where the irony meter explodes, because she once said in a therapy session and complained, yes, complained, that the wives involve Kody too much in their disputes and in their relationships as sister wives.
I see it as the relationships are all important and equal. Unfortunately, we drag Kody into our sister-wife relationship sometimes.
Ma'am, you are the pipeline. You're the problem. I suspected this for years, and the OG3 have all but confirmed it. You run to Kody with every issue. You tell him that the other wives are picking on you, and it's unfair. You cry. You spin the story. You paint yourself as the saint. Then he storms out to lay down the law, aka punish the other wives for daring to question the queen. This isn't conflict resolution. This is emotional espionage. The Perfect Wife brand, now with bonus guilt trips. Now let's take a detour into branding, because Robyn Brown isn't just a wife. She's building a character, the perfect, giving, selfless, oh so sacrificial wife. Let's talk about the junk journal she gifted to Mary. A+ presentation, excellent optics, 10 out of 10 performance arts. Brava! 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 What the camera didn't show? According to Mary, Robyn hadn't visited her in years. And when confronted, Robyn cited, wait for it, COVID. COVID. The Brown family diplomatic community.
Diplomatic community.
These hits also include family can't get together. That was COVID. Kody spends all his time at Robyn's house. That was COVID. Somehow she ended up with all the family land and money. That was COVID? You had a nanny during the lockdown. The kids were homeschooled, the restaurants were closed, businesses was closed. Where were you going? What exactly was at risk? The truth is, she wasn't visiting Mary before the pandemic, but she showed up when the cameras were rolling and brought a prop. Now that is dedication to the craft and to the image. And this is just an example of how she's trying to present this image or this brand of the perfect wife. Plot armor and the cult of the perfect woman. And here's where it gets a little bit deeper. Robyn has what I'll refer to in this particular instance as plot armor. Kody constantly holds her up as the true example of what a wife should be. Why? Because he feels like she obeys, she doesn't challenge, and she feeds his narrative. This is where we zoom out and look at the broader cultural forces at play. This need to appear perfect isn't just Robyn. It's part of the societal script, one deeply embedded in Mormon culture and especially in the places where they grew up and they lived for all those years. You see it in the trad wife aesthetic. Flawless women with Pinterest perfect homes, sourdough starters, 9 kids, and a freshly curled hairdo perfectly coiffed at 6 a.m. in the morning. All while whispering, "My kids wanted cereal, so I got to work making it from scratch." We saw it with Ruby Frankie, who built her online presence around that same desire to be the ultimate wife and mother, until the facade cracked in the most horrifying of ways. This obsession with perfection is a pressure cooker. And when someone like Robyn leans into it, she becomes untouchable. She's the good one, the suffering one. And anyone who resists that image, suddenly they're jealous and angry and delusional and disobedient. Why it matters. Power dynamics in polygamy. Now, why does it matter? Why does Robyn's refusal to take accountability impact the whole family dynamic? Because in a polygamous system, the wives are already competing for attention, validation, and love. When one wife starts playing victim and perfectionist while wielding the husband like a weapon, it turns a family into a hierarchy. This isn't sisterhood, it's court politics. Robyn plays the queen, Kody plays the enforcer, and everyone else? Well, they're just trying not to get exiled. And that weapon, this image of the perfect wife, isn't just symbolic. It affects resources, time, emotional investment, even how the children are treated, the fallout, and the setup for what's next. So here we are. Robyn continues to duck accountability, cry victim, and handcraft her public image like it's a scrapbook. Meanwhile, the rest of the wives slowly wake up to the game they were never supposed to win.
I'm saying to you that you and I get that if you're loyal to me. I'm not telling Janelle to be more like Robyn. I'm telling Janelle just to be loyal. I have 100% loyalty from Robyn. So, okay, yeah, I guess that's like Robyn.
I mean, here he is blatantly saying what I've suspected. This person is loyal and treats me like the head of the household. And if you really want to be a wife to me, this is how you need to be. I'm not going to be this person. I'm not going to become Robyn.
But here's the kicker. Even if they reject the ideal of being the perfect wife, they're still living under its shadow. That's the power of cultural pressure.
You and I have been acting like we weren't a married couple for most of our marriage, Janelle. I don't know why it's been okay for so many years, and it's not now, but you actually live like a single woman.
A long time ago, I was encouraged to be independent. That's what you did as a plural wife. I'll ask him and my needs get ignored. And everything gets ignored. So guess what? I decided to be my own hero and I rescued myself and I started doing things for myself.
Anyone can say they don't care what people think. So therefore, the OG3, I don't understand why they care. Why they care what other people think. If you're going to be independent, you be independent. It's easy for us to say. If I was in that situation and I said something like that, I would remind myself that it's easy for me to take that position when I'm not embedded in a community where my worth is defined by my ability to perform a role that is more aspirational than it is attainable. Robyn's role as the perfect wife isn't validated because she puts in the most effort to be seen as such. She was selected and accepted by Kody in that role. So she became the standard bearer for what the other wives were to become and be and how they were supposed to act and perform. The OG3 didn't fail because they can't be perfect wives. They failed and will always fail because they can't be Robyn. Closing, and let's wrap it up.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up.
So let's review. Robyn speaks in we, so she never has to say me. She acts as the translator nobody asked for. She shows up with junk journals and emotional monologues, and Kody's crown is basically her PR halo. She's not just a wife.
She's an institution!
This is why accountability matters, and why we need to talk more about these types of personalities that polygamous systems can elevate and protect. We'll dig deeper into that in future episodes because trust me, this is just the beginning. We are only scratching the surface. If you enjoyed today's breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Do you speak Kody, or are you just fluent in calling out BS? Don't forget to share this video too, because that really helps. And if you've got thoughts, rants, or spicy takes that you want to share, leave me a voice message at speakpipe.com/mytakeonreality. We'll be reacting to your messages live during our Thursday night stream, so don't hold back. Catch you next time on My Take on Reality, where we unpack the drama, decode the power plays, and maybe, just maybe, find a little truth in all this chaos. That's my take. I'm James. This has been My Take on Reality, and I'm out.
'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die anywhere.